Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Tiny Towns at High Noon. I'm your host, Todd Rowland, here as always with the AEG crew and our special guest, who I'll introduce first today, Mrs. Paula Deming.
Hello. Hi, I'm Paula.
Hi, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
Welcome to Tiny Towns at High Noon. I'm
Hi,
your host, Todd Rowland. Oh, hang on. As always, someone has their volume on.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry.
Thanks, Josh. And I'll introduce the rest of the crew here. The one who had his volume on would be Josh Wood.
Hey, everybody. That was my mistake.
The gentleman running everything for us is none other than Vlad Oriana.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, you're doing better with my last name. Thank you
you.
all.
That's right. Our designer of Tiny Towns, Mr. Peter McPherson.
Howdy.
Way up in the cold north, Mark Wooten.
Hey, how we doing, everyone?
Take off, eh?
You hoser. Always prepared for a little construction, it's Ryan Dancy. The not in the cold north, but in pretty much just the opposite, it's Kyle Nunn.
Hello.
And from another north, maybe not quite, a somewhat temperate to cool north, are Luke and Rose Peterschmidt.
Hey.
Hello. All right. So we are going to be playing Tiny Towns today by the Town Hall rules. I'll be calling resources for you. Every third resource will be your choice. The setup for today that we're using is the cottage, the greenhouse, the millstone, the temple, the inn, the theater, and the bank. And then, of course, you may go into your deck and choose any two monuments. Select one to be the one you'll use for the game, with the exception of the Opal Eyes Watch and what was the other one?
Starloom.
Starloom. I will remember that. Those two don't work terribly well in this format, so we would avoid those. And so we're going to have some fun chat today and maybe give away some games and other stuff like that. But I will go ahead and start it off with our first resource of the day, which is brick.
Ooh.
Brick.
We're just getting started. I'm still settling in here.
It's no nonsense, Todd, man. He's just following the script. Bam, 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 bam.
I'm still like, wait, what do all these buildings do? Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
Things.
before you give us the second results, I'm going to say hi to everyone on the chat. I'm going to say hi to Nick, Thomas, Maya, David, Damian, Adam, Allison, Dan, Alice, Emily, Kurt, Amy, Ernest, Thomas, Leslie, and Alex. Thank you for joining us again.
Nice.
Thank you, everybody. And I'm going to go ahead and give you all your next one is wood.
Someone's asking in the chat how the bank works. So after you build a bank, you choose one of the resources from the supply that you don't have on any other banks, put on your bank, and now when it's player's choice, you can no longer choose the resource on that bank or any of your banks. But it's worth 4 points.
All right. Speaking of that, it is player's choice. Whatever you feel like playing.
Pete, sorry, Todd. Pete, do you think banks are too risky? Like last time John was playing with the 3 banks strategy and he hurt himself too much. What do you think about that?
I think he made 3 banks very quickly, very early on. I mean, banks are always a risk. I think it's a worthwhile risk. I think 1 bank is always a good idea. 2 is a little risky, but it can be done. 3 is getting dangerous, but it's always a lot of fun. Go for banks. I'm going for 5 banks as usual today. I'm partially kidding, but I have 4 ironweed, so I could actually make like 3 or 4 banks, and I might do it. We'll see.
Wow. Playing with
All right.
4
We'll
iron.
see how that works out for you.
Tiny Towns on
Another
maximum difficulty.
Wood. Another wood.
there would.
That was a good draw there, Todd. Good draw.
Yeah, do what I can.
You know, I when I dealt out my 2 monuments, it was between Barrett Castle and Silver Forum, which I was kind of like, oh, I think those are like the 2 best day, and I don't want to use any of those. So I was like, well, I'll just discard that and then just draw another one, just whatever it is, I'll just take it. And it's Statue of the Bondmaker, which I think is also really good today. So
The fates are with you.
All right, folks, following that wood, we're going to have glass.
Buy a lottery ticket.
Glass.
No, I would have to go out in public to do that.
Oh, don't do that.
I like that glass. I wanted that. Just now the next one needs to be exactly what I want too, please.
Well, you're in luck because the next one is your choice.
Oh, yes.
I think it is exactly what you want.
Something that I wanted to bring up, Pete and I, Pete is the person who mostly comes up with all the resources for each building and what it needs. But what's kind of funny is occasionally I have to correct him on a couple of them. And my thought was because greenhouse used to have no glass. And I was like, it has to have a glass. Otherwise, it'd be kind of weird for a greenhouse to need no glass to build.
This is true.
That makes sense. I'm building my monument right now, which is the obelisk of the crescent. I just feel like I should announce this.
That's right.
Yeah, we often announce what we're making.
Lets me place all future buildings on any empty square in my town.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Which I like. So that's what's happening over here for me.
And that works well with the theater and the inn today, and the temple as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a super powerful monument.
Speaking of the glass in the greenhouse, your next one is another glass.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Spicy?
Spicy?
Glass is
If you
spicy.
crush it and put it on your taco, it could theoretically.
It does burn on the way down, I guess.
All right, next one's going to be a brick.
For anyone watching at home, we are not recommending you eat powdered glass.
We never recommended it. We're just, pondering the flavor of it going down.
I actually think powdered glass was used as a way to bump people off in the Middle Ages. It's like a poison. I think it was specifically designed to kill people.
Wow. It's like defenestration, which we covered yesterday.
Like defenestration, but with smaller glass.
All right, everybody, it's player's choice.
I want to say to the chat that the closed captions that we are providing for the videos are experimental and I'm being tested, and I don't know if they work really well, but let's see how it goes.
Wow, we're doing closed captioning.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, the closed captioning on Facebook can be kind of funny. We've been helping with the live stream for our church, and when they do their songs, the captioning was so bizarre we ended up having to turn it off. It was making entirely different lyrics.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
So that's why I'm telling, because it's pretty risky, but let's see how it works.
Cool.
I'm sorry. I have a question about the greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I feel kind of dumb asking this, but it feeds one contiguous group. Does that mean they need to all be in a line together?
They all need to be adjacent, so it could zigzag as long as they're all adjacent to one another.
Perfect.
No
Thank you very
diagonals.
much.
Just one group, yes.
No orthogonals. No diagonals.
Wheat, everybody. First wheat so far.
I do want to point out, though, that that group of cottages do not have to be adjacent to your greenhouse.
Thank you very much. That's helpful.
I am confusing myself now about what I'm doing. What am I doing? And how am I doing it? Hollywood stars. Do they know things? What do they know? Let's find out.
I love that show. Well, looking at my screen, it is like the Hollywood Squares, right? We just need Jim J. Bullock for the center. But all right, brick, everybody. Brick.
Uh-oh, that's bad.
Perfect. I am building a monument, which is Mandras Palace.
I'm sorry, what was this called? I was answering
Brick.
a question on the chat, and
I can't believe how much
can you
trouble
call it resource?
brick causes me. Oh, dear.
All right, that brick seemed to cause a little contention, so we'll give you a break with your choice next. And while everybody's making their choice, I was going to talk to our guest, Paula, for a moment. So you are with Things Get Dicey?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Sure. So I make board game sketch comedy. The series is called Things Get Dicey. And they are short comedy sketches, usually 1.5 to 3 minutes. We've had a couple that have been longer than that, it's just jokes about board games. And you can find that on YouTube. If you type in Things Get Dicey, it'll pop up for you. And yeah, I've been doing that just over a year now, and working on the script for the next one I'm shooting this weekend once I'm done here.
Do we get a preview what title it is? What game it's related to?
Oh, well, the one I'm going to keep that a secret. The game that this one's related to, because it's part of the joke, but it is sometimes the sketches are about a specific game, and sometimes they're about just kind of general gamer things.
Okay.
So yeah,
so
like the last one I put out. Yeah.
If you had to watch a specific episode that you've done to really get the feel for what Things Get Dicey is all about, which one would you recommend people watch first?
Gosh, that's a good question. What's the most on-brand Things Get Dicey episode? I feel like, I don't know, just starting at the first one is probably the way to go. That one's about analysis paralysis. But you know what? That one, and then the one I did one that's called How to Play, and it is kind of a parody of a bunch of different board game content creators. And I feel like that's also a good, those are two kind of different ones, because analysis paralysis is just me. It's much simpler. And then in How to Play, it's a little bit more complicated what we're doing. I feel like those are two good representations of, like, this is kind of what you're in for with the series, is the style of humor.
Awesome. Well, we'll check those out.
Yeah.
I kind of feel what you should have done there is name 16 different episodes, and then in the end come back and say, "Oh, I think the one about analysis paralysis is probably."
Yeah, I actually thought that's what was going on.
I call myself a comedian.
Paul, you're getting a lot of love in the chat. People are.
I should pull it up. Hi, thank you.
People are saying that they really like it, that they recently discovered it. Some people say it's just the greatest show.
So much, everyone.
Adam says they like the one with the brothers Murph. I like those guys a lot.
They're great. They're really great.
And
the Shelf Shrinkers. They are
the
also recommended.
Shelf Shrinkers.
Oh, yeah, that one's very. I like that one a lot too. Yeah, that one's called Heavy Gaming. If you're looking for that, where we talk about
Paula, you're local to LA, right?
Yes, I'm in Los Angeles. Yeah. So I assume some of you are also not that far.
I live in Los Angeles. I think I'm the only person here today that's from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
After that stone, I'm going to give you all wheat.
I didn't place that stone. Oh gosh.
Try again.
Yep, we had a stone, then a wheat.
Oh.
Getting risky.
My board is falling apart as we speak.
I really enjoyed the episode about you being slightly overprotective of your games.
Yes.
I don't want to spoil the joke because it's so good, but that's a great episode.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that one was that's funny, because sometimes people, when if I meet people for the first time and we're playing a game together, they'll be like, we'll just be really careful about it. I was like, that's not how I actually am, though. Like, I've got my mug of tea right here. Like, it's not, I actually don't care that much. But I know a lot of people who do. So yeah.
Player's choice to end this run of the deck.
I have a question from Jack Thompson on YouTube. He's asking, does it even make sense to make the Architect's Guild in this setup?
I mean, I think Architect's Guild is always good. Like, say you've gotten a lot of brick, like myself. I don't plan on making a ton of cottages, so you could just make a couple of quick cottages and then turn them into something more useful, maybe theaters, or you can make a few millstones. I think it's almost always viable, I would say.
Yeah, you can even do something weird like turning, getting rid of some resource that you don't like just to make a building, and turning them into like late game banks, and just sort of proceed from there. That way you can maybe just get like a lot of free extra points.
Yep. All right, so while I'm shuffling up the deck to begin our second run through, I'm going to ask Luke here on the stream to tell us a little bit about Dead Reckoning. Dead Reckoning. I'm missing my eye patch. So, Dead Reckoning is a new John LeClaire card crafting game. It's like adventurous high seas, 4X magic, all being run by sort of a card crafting power deck, like Mystic Veil, but powering your ships around. Super, super fun. Lots of ways to play, lots of ways to win, and it's coming to Kickstarter in summer, we're calling it. Summer. All right. Did we coin that term, Luke? Yes.
First ever summer Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Brought to you by AEG.
Summer asterisk. Asterisk if everything goes just right.
I've heard that this is the first board game Kickstarter ever. Is that also true?
It is the first one ever that we talked about on this podcast. And you can go to Kickstarter now, search it up, and sign up to get notifications about it when it goes live. So definitely go check that out. Dead Reckoning.
Relative summer swashbuckling.
Summer swashbuckling. Because you can't go to the theaters, so do this. Next run of the deck is going to be wood.
Good stuff. That's my second theater.
I'm making a millstone.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie, these closed captions are pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the closed captions. I'm missing out.
You need to wait until I'm talking to see the problems.
My wife often refers to me as a millstone.
I don't get that.
Brick, everybody. Brick is your next one.
My gosh, that is bad. I put brick in my bank for a reason. Yet here we
Brick's
are.
a little tough today.
Wow, I am flummoxed.
Flummoxed.
I screwed this up somehow, and I still don't know how I did that.
I feel like this is one of those times where I'm going to feel good about how I'm doing until we calculate our scores. And then I'm going to be like, wow, I'm 20 points behind everyone else. like, how am I out first? I thought I was doing so well.
Well, to be fair, this is like our, this is day 30 something. We're like 29 or.
Y'all are experts
glad you know what day we're on.
No, but I can ask the expert on what day we are. David
They've all
Bauer,
just
if
blended
you are there,
together.
can you tell us what day is this of Tiny Towns? How many days?
Oh,
we have been
he's
playing?
there, all right. I've seen him in the
Played
chat.
every day.
As
Yep.
always.
Yeah, David has played every single day.
Nice.
I know.
All right, player's choice. Y'all go ahead and do a player's choice while we chat.
I know before this all started, between Pete and I, like we each probably played about 300 times. Now I feel like we've played almost 400 times since just in this time period alone. So.
Well, it has been a wonderful way to structure our afternoon and make sure that we are staying connected as a company, even though we're all working from home from all across the world. So that has been a great part of it. We hope everybody watching at home has had a chance to tune in and play along and be a part of that community.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, Stone, everybody.
Ugh.
I wish I had known that's what was coming up next. I wouldn't have chosen it for my player's choice.
That's one of
The
the
Iron
things
Lung.
that you
Always
always tell
goes.
yourself in Tiny Towns. I wish I
The Iron
know.
Lung.
If only. Oh, gosh.
David Bauer has confirmed it is day 33 of Tiny Towns plus
Wow.
Thank you so much, David.
It must be true.
Don't like this.
All right.
Actually, David's probably played more games than any single other person on the stream. I think Josh has made every game, right? Have you made every game?
I haven't missed a day.
Yeah.
Well,
You haven't missed a single day.
Nope, me and Josh.
You and
I'm
Josh.
glad.
And
Glad.
Oh, there you go.
There are the three anchors
Uh,
holding it down.
I felt like I got into a bit of a "what have the Romans ever done for us" moment there.
Yeah.
All right. If you didn't like
Well,
that
except for the roads.
stone, you're going to probably hate this one even more. It's another stone.
No, no, why? Stop.
wow, double stone.
Yeah, it's horrific.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Oh, my
I'm going
word.
to have you pump the brakes on the stone there, Todd. No more stone.
Oh, I really need to think about that one.
It's
Is that all three stone?
fate. It's all.
Is that all three stone?
No, that's two stone.
Not too sure. Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to make a greenhouse today. It's starting to look like that will not happen.
Okay, Ryan, I have a question from you
My
from
goodness.
Jack on YouTube. He says,
Okay.
we have seen a bunch of new buildings on the live stream, and we have talked a lot about the new expansions. I don't have fortunes right now, and there is no place where I can buy it. Do you think
Yes.
when they release it, when you guys release the new expansion, will I get a chance to buy it in a bundle?
We will have more fortunes in stock by the end of the month. They're on a boat on its way to us right now. We're not exactly sure when we're going to get them, but they'll come in soon. As soon as we get them, they'll go right out to the distributors, and the distributors will be filling retail store orders. So you should be able to buy it in your local store by June, and we'll have it in our online store roughly the same time. We don't want to create an unfair situation. Same answer for Space Base. If anybody's looking for Space Base, we're going to have that restocked here relatively soon as well. When we do new expansions, we have a whole process we go through where we solicit orders from the retailers many, many, many months in advance to get their pre-orders. And then we allocate product out to distributors so they have additional product to sell to retailers who get the orders in late. So the next time we do a Tiny Towns expansion, it should be available in your local store the day that it's released.
Okay.
Player's
So
choice,
that-
everybody. Player's choice.
I'm choosing glass and building a temple purely to get rid of some brick.
I'm doing exactly the
I
same.
did the same thing.
Yep. I mean, it's possible I could surround it with 2 fed cottages. I highly doubt it. But there it is. It's giving me 1 point for a theater, so it's not useless.
My plan is falling apart as I speak.
Adam wants to know when we're going to have more Smash Up news.
We are working to have more Smash Up news very soon. As you know, we announced the Marvel Smash Up, and we were able to preview the Red Skull and Captain Marvel. And we are currently in the works with Marvel right now to get the final OKs on the other cards so that we can start showing some of them. It's always a process it has to go through. The art has to be approved. Then the card has to be approved. Then the art has to be put in the card. Then that has to get approved. Then if there's a change to the text, that has to be approved. And the treatment of Marvel's logo has to be approved again. So there's all sorts of approvals it has to go through before we can actually show it to anybody. But we're hoping and pushing very hard to get a few more cards to preview this month, definitely. And that will.
Todd, between your explanation of like approvals and Ryan's explanation of like fulfilling orders, I think we lost a lot of people. And a lot of people think I have like a cool job, and then like I think I just tell them some of the other stuff I have to do. People go, I guess it's just like any other job.
Yeah. It is. All right, glass, everybody. Got glass.
Okay, that's a good draw.
Yay.
That's a good draw.
So, Paula, I saw on IMDb that you are credited as a compositor.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
I used to be a compositor myself, so
really?
I was like, oh, it's interesting to see you with like acting credits, but also compositing credits.
Yeah, for like 8 years, my day job was working with a visual effects company, and I did a variety of things there. Started out as a junior compositor, got slightly better at it, and then moved into more of an admin role of coordinating and some hiring and stuff like that. So yeah, I was doing that for a while.
And do you still do that at all today?
I don't do it as an actual job anymore. I will occasionally use some of those skills in a Things Get Dicey episode.
Sure.
But it is no longer a thing that I'm actively doing as actual employment anymore.
Awesome.
Perfect draw, Todd.
Yeah, perfect.
That's great.
Wood.
Perfect draw.
Great.
Just what the doctor ordered.
I'm at one of those points where I think my tank could be really good, or I could have my all-time low score. I haven't quite decided which way it's going to go.
Just do better than John Zinzer.
Oh, I think I'm going to do better than John Zinzer did.
I mean, my board at this point is completely dependent on how many more brick Todd calls.
We'll see. Well, you can get at least one because it's player's choice after that.
Player's choice.
I don't need any
I
more.
think Kyle does not want brick.
Use my player's choice for brick.
Another millstone. Gotta get the stone cleared out of my board.
All right, following that player's choice is going to be wheat.
The thing I just chose.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Wheat's been a
That's
little
what we
elusive,
like to hear.
naturally.
Oh, man.
These haven't been called at all this time around, so.
Yeah, the first one.
Yep.
Okay.
But the deck is
Going
making
for
up for it because now we have another wheat.
Wow.
Here we go. Here he goes, folks.
All right.
This is how it starts right here.
Oh, that's bad.
Wheat.
Wow.
The time of plenty. Lots of
This
wheat.
is rotten.
Mhm.
Should I do? Yeah, I'm gonna use a stone to use the money to turn into that.
Oh my.
And I'm gonna build these.
Conrad says every single time that they played this on, they did really well. But then when they played on the Dice Tower Cruise, they got -4 points.
Oh,
And
minuses do happen.
Yep.
Wheat, everybody. It's wheat.
Your board can blow up.
I mean, I'm sorry, not wheat. Player's choice.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
thank goodness.
No.
That's
don't
right.
do
I
that.
was looking at all the wheat.
Madman is running that show over there, Todd.
I was looking at all the wheat and I couldn't find it.
All right, I'm going to make bank number 2.
Ooh.
Just gonna have a stone on it.
Bank number 1 with brick on it.
I don't really have a plan for points this game. I'm just trying to make a lot of banks and 4 ironweed and hope everything works out.
I have 3 empty spaces and I'm currently working on 4 different buildings. It's a bit worrying.
You've turned into Josh.
That's even more worrying.
That is true.
All right, everybody, glass.
No, I haven't been playing with my board up. I feel like I'm cheating.
Okay, that's okay. I can deal with that.
If brick does not come up for the rest of the game, I'm going to be in big trouble.
I would love it to be next.
I
We
can go
did
with
that.
brick.
Next would be
Okay.
fine.
Next is fine for brick.
Next would be quite good.
Actually, a brick next would be really good.
Rick.
Oh man,
Oh wow, that reaction.
that's good stuff.
Oh, okay.
I wanted it.
You got me out of a hole.
2 coins to make 2 buildings for free. Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the rest of my plan now relies on me doing nothing but building cottages for the rest of the game. So if you can call no wood or stone for the rest of the game, that would be awesome. Tom.
See what I can do. It's player's choice right now, though.
Yeah, well, I'm going to use that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Todd,
wood.
what did you say before that, Brick?
Glass.
Thank you.
Glass, brick, player's choice. So I'm going to shuffle it up for the third.
So wait, it would brick glass player's choice?
It was
Glass,
player's choice, glass,
Glass,
brick,
okay.
player's choice.
Okay.
That's what that was. Great.
Amazing. We're already on the 3rd go around.
So, Paula,
Yes.
non-Tiny Towns online gaming time, which I'm
Yes.
sure you managed to fit in a little. What is your favorite types of games to play?
Gosh. I really play a lot of everything. Yeah, I really love. I'm always going to be drawn to any game that's story driven. I'm an actor, and that is just a thing that always appeals to me. So I find myself playing a lot of like Ameritrash games, where I can like feel like I have a character that I'm playing, a dungeon crawl or something like that. But I also really love deck builders, set collection, trick taking games. I'm super into right now. And yeah, those are the big ones. What did I just play yesterday that I really liked? I played Fugitive yesterday, which is like a 2-player deduction game, and really enjoyed that. So I'm really into a wide variety of things, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, if you like dice games, we've got a sale on all our dice games at
I love dice.
allstarstore.com.
What a plug. What a
Actually.
plug.
Wait, no, I should have mentioned this. Space Base is one of my favorite games.
Right on.
So-
Oh, you were playing Space Base tomorrow.
I love space. And I have the Shy Pluto expansion, but I haven't had a chance to actually play with it yet. And I'm like waiting for the right moment. I'm really excited about it.
Oh, you're gonna
Very
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
So visit alderacstore.com. Get 25% off dice games right now. So, and that is a wide selection on there. So be sure to go check that out at alderacstore.com. All right, I'm going to start the third run through of the deck. We're going to begin it with Brick.
Okay.
Are you sure?
All right, when you say brick,
What you meant to say was not brick.
Fired clay, put in an oven and shaped.
Ernest agrees that Fugitive is great. That's the Tim Fowers game, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I make strike games. He's
Yeah.
a very interesting guy.
All right. Next up is another wheat.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
Well, those of you building cottages, you got your brick and your wheat so far.
Yeah, he hasn't called stone or wood, Mark.
Yeah, no, it's just I've still got those 2 wheat from last turn still sat on the table. So.
Yep, me too. So when you said you wanted the cottage resources, you meant all in an order.
Yeah, no, I want the right things and I want them in order. Actually, listen, the last two calls definitely got me out of a hole because I was able to build a chapel and a theatre, so I've cleared my board a little bit now.
All right, after that is a player's choice.
Making my greenhouse.
Taking some glass and building a cottage.
okay, my board is in an intermediate but okay state right now. I'm kind of happy where I am, even though I didn't build on the edges today.
Mine's getting dire. I need very specific things to come out to fit into a very specific opening, or this whole strategy falls apart.
Oh, we're getting
That's
several
never a good
comments.
place to be in.
We're getting comments on the chat that people love Space Base. Allison wants to play with Command Station, and Conrad says that he's in a similar situation to you, Paula, and he hasn't been able to play with his Shy Pluto.
Well, we're going to play Space Base tomorrow at noon. Everybody's welcome to join us. I will wear my official Space Commander Space helmet. It's really easy if you want to play at home. Just set up your board like you would if you were going to play with your friends, and we'll have all the instructions you need to play along. It'll be our second live play, so we're pretty thoroughly debugged at this point. We think it's going to run great.
Ryan, I have a question about your various hats.
Yes.
Do you go out and get that, like, where you're like, oh, we're doing Tiny Towns, I'll get a construction hat, like, oh, we're doing Space Base, I'll get a space helmet, or did you have these already?
No, I bought them for these purposes.
Okay. I just,
I don't actually have very many costumes or cosplay stuff. It's really not my scene, but when we were getting ready to do the public unveiling of Tiny Towns at PAX Unplugged 2 years ago, we kind of at the last minute cooked up this idea for doing the continuous demo, and it just felt appropriate to have the hard hat for that. So I got that, and Pete was a real trooper. He joined me in the hard hat brigade. We wore our hard hats for that show. And then, so I was wearing it for the Tiny Towns thing. And when we were going to get ready to do Space Base, my wife said, well, at least you won't have to wear a helmet. And I was like, wait a minute. And turns out you can buy a pretty cool space helmet on Amazon for like $16. So I've been sending them to all my friends. My daughter has one now.
All right, folks, it's wood.
Yes.
Ooh, man.
I like that.
Exactly.
I like that.
Okay.
I feel like that wood was not a good wood.
Not a good wood?
It was not a good wood.
Maybe this glass will help you a little more.
Oh yeah.
my gosh,
Everything's coming up, Paula. Okay.
Right on.
That is bank number 3 for me.
Oh, geez, things are getting risky for you now.
That
Yep.
is the
I still haven't made 4 ironweed. I've just got it sitting there ready to go. Well, almost. I need 1 resource. I'm in okay shape. I just got to figure out what's going on in my bank here.
So a question about the theater. Does the building have to be unique in both row and column, or could it be in both?
It has to. I'm trying to think of
How to answer the question.
Yeah.
So you only get a point, like if you have a cottage in a row and a column, you only get 1 point for cottages.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Count the building types in the 6 buildings that share, row and column with that theater.
Player's choice.
Yes.
Okay, well.
Oh, couldn't come at a better time.
All right, that's good.
So we've had no stone yet.
Building a theater.
Calculating my score.
No, there's no shame in that.
What was that, Luke?
Calculating my score.
We're talking about doing a live play for Ecos, so I'm going to have to order myself a safari hat for that. And I've been practicing my "Welcome to Ecos" saying, like, "Welcome to Jumanji."
Jurassic Park.
Todd, can you repeat the resources of this round?
From the beginning.
Yes, please.
Brick, wheat, player's choice. Wood, glass, player's choice. And now another wood.
Thank you.
Ooh, that's not good.
So that was an okay wood.
Well, depending on the
I
next
actually need that wood, but now I need wood to hard pass on all wood from now on.
That was
I'm not feeling that.
That could actually, if you call the wrong thing next, that could literally just destroy me.
Well, let's find out. Does brick destroy you? Sounds like it does.
Oh, he was pretty quiet there.
Oh, it's going to make it really hard. I'm going to have to figure out if I can.
Oh, so there was a range between destroyed and not destroyed. I see.
Well, it was the single worst call that they could make, and I've now got 2 slots left, and I've got to be able to try and build a theatre with those 2 slots, or I'm in a lot of trouble, I think.
Okay.
Allison says, "Please draw wheat, otherwise my board is dead."
I did not draw wheat.
It's dealer's choice.
Next up's player's choice.
It's player's choice.
Oh, I gotta think. Is it time to build for Iron?
Interesting.
So I think I have to.
Fourth bank.
Interesting choice.
Oh man.
I'm in this weird mode where right now I need a stone, but I don't need a stone for the rest of the game. And so it's like, do I just try to keep waiting on that stone?
Well, stone's the only one that's not been called this round so far, right?
Yes, it hasn't been called. So wait for that stone.
I'm not gonna build Fort Ironweed yet. I'm still holding out.
So dangerous.
It's very dangerous. Very dangerous.
All right. Well, let's see if the risky moves are paying off with stone.
Oh, it paid off.
Good.
It paid off big time.
Yep.
That's a big payoff.
Literally,
Big payoff.
the thing that didn't bust me. Though you hadn't called it yet this round, so I mean, there was a bit of calculation in leaving myself stone.
Well drawn.
Okay, I have something for Todd and something for Ryan. Todd.
Okay.
Allison is asking. Allison is saying you killed my board, but that's okay. I want to add my points. And then Kurt is asking, do you have plans to bring Los Atlantis back to Kickstarter?
Well, that is a difficult question to answer. At this time, we do not have plans to bring Los Atlantis back to Kickstarter.
Okay.
I guess that's what I'll say.
All right. Well, moving on from that stone with another stone.
Ooh.
Not good.
Oh,
not good.
So good, Todd. And then
if one is good,
and then you were not.
Better?
Two is always better, Todd. Two
now
is
I'll be
always.
scoring Oh, that was
Killing the AEG live streamers with 7 stones.
That was not good.
Okay.
All right. Following that one is player's choice.
It is for Ironweed time.
You got
Here
it.
we go. I got it. That's about the latest I've ever built for Ironweed without trading post or something in play.
Yeah. Fort Ironweed could actually be sneaky good in a trading post game because then you can build it with only 2 resources and it's super late in the game.
So we do have another deal on alltherockstore.com that is ending today. So you're going to want to take advantage of it. It is when you buy Unicornos Knights, Seiji Kanai and Kuro, you will get 2 other Big in Japan games for free, and that's with free shipping in the US. These are some really fun games. Unicornos Knights is a big, sprawling, multiplayer co-op adventure game where you're trying to help a princess retake her kingdom. Tons of characters to play as, lots of replayability, lots of villains to try out every game. It's a ton of fun. The 2 free games you get with it, one of them is Greedy Kingdoms, which is a 2-player bluffing game where you're attempting to build your kingdom before the opponent, and you can steal their resources because, why not? And then the other one you get with it is another Seiji Kanai game. It's Say Bye to the Villains, which when I talk to people, I like to call it Training Montage the Game. It's a co-op where each of you is a different hero, ninjas, samurai, things like that. You're going all to fight the big bads all in one night, and you have to lay out all of your actions before the end of the game face down, and then the game ends and you reveal whether you defeated your opponents or not. And if any one of you fails in that night, you all fail. So you have to take down the whole enemy cabal in one evening. And all the cards you play are training and preparing. So yeah, just put on some 80s montage music and take out the bad guys.
Everybody needs a montage.
Even Rocky had a
Even Rocky had a montage. It's so good.
All right, next up is Glass.
Oh, now you draw glass.
I'm about to be done here.
Me
I
too.
mean, me too. And I have Setchi the Bondmaker, and
that stone glass reversal there, Todd, cost me about 7 points, just so you know.
Wow.
Well,
Out.
you know what? If you're the caller and the host today, like I am today, I think the host should earn all the points the other people lose.
Right.
And see if the host can win that way.
Right. What you should get is, so you should not play, and then your total should be the total of all of the wasted squares at the end of the game.
yeah.
I like this idea. We'll have to try that another day.
Well, he's going to score well off me unless he calls the right thing again.
All right,
It's gonna
Britt,
be a stone.
everybody.
Oh, break.
Britt.
Hey,
That is not
I'm
right.
out.
I am
You know,
out.
the vague booking of, unless he draws the right thing, but then he doesn't tell us what it is.
It wasn't Brick.
It could be anything.
I would vague book, but I'm glad Player's Choice is coming up.
Yes, indeed. Player's
Oh,
choice.
I wish I could use that player's choice.
Because he
I
just
am
saved my
building
board.
a
Ooh,
super late
people
game
are-
payment.
Where is
I had
that?
room
Nice,
for one
man.
cottage, and he went brick glass. Thank you, Todd.
I am out with 5 empty squares and 2 chapels that failed to have 2 cottages next to them. I am not going
Ouch.
to consensus today, but I am not going to do well.
Okay, we're starting to get in results from the chat. Allison is out with 7. Out with 7. Allison is out with 37. Amy's out with 25. Julian with 16 and Ernest with 28.
Good scores.
All right, so this would be the 4th run through of the deck. How many people on the stream here are still playing?
I'm in.
I'm still going.
All right, well then we'll do a 4th run. I'm going to move a little faster through it this time.
Was there a player's choice there?
Yes.
There was a player's choice, yeah.
Okay.
It was stone, player's choice, glass,
Doesn't
break, player's
doesn't
choice.
help me. I was just making sure everyone else got their player's choice.
All right, first one of the next round is another brick.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'm out then. That was undesirable.
Yep.
Like
Oh,
these
was
games
that
where
brick?
there's no way to manipulate the draw are particularly nerve-wracking.
It's going to be a stone.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
No coins, no factories.
was.
You just got to deal with it.
Yep, I need one thing or I am totally done.
Well, you might get it with a player's
It's a wheat. No, I'm not, Todd. I had 4 ironweed. I haven't
Oh,
had player's choice in a long, long time.
sorry, pal.
Did you build a bunch of inns all next to each other?
Me?
Or are those cottages?
These are cottages.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, it does look like the green of inn a little bit. All right, Todd. I'm asking for a wheat. It's a humble request.
I know. I guess
I'm also asking for a wheat. Humble request.
asking for stuff as well. So look, I'm going to show you. This is the deck. Not looking, not manipulating it. Never do.
Oh,
My gosh.
Be nice.
not
I
a
also
wheat.
would have accepted wood. Instead, I am done. I'm totally done.
Okay.
I believe my score is 26. I got to do some math here.
So Josh, Kyle, y'all still in?
Still asking for that wheat.
I've been out for a couple of turns.
All right. Following the brick, we've got a glass.
Wow. But now it's my choice.
Now it is
Now
your
you get
choice.
that wheat.
I'm putting down that wheat, and I am not happy.
All right. Well, here's the wheat you were waiting on.
Well, I just used that for my player's choice.
Yeah.
Now you have double wheat.
Double wheat. There you go. And next, following wheat, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
It's going to be glass.
Yes. All right.
Following glass is going to be player's choice again.
Hold on. We got to dig through my bag for my cottage. And what have we gotten so far this round? I just
The whole
It's
run?
brick, stone, player's choice. Brick, glass, player's choice. Wheat, glass, player's choice.
Yep, player's choice. Yeah.
All right.
There's wood coming, Josh. There's wood coming.
No.
That,
No, it's not.
Oh, he's psychic. It is indeed wood.
Wow.
Well, there's been no wood called, right? So
Yeah.
All right. Following the wood is another wood.
Whoa. Wow. Gross.
Player's choice.
Yeah, that was one call too late. Okay.
You all done there, Josh, or still going?
I am done.
All right.
Is that everybody?
That is everybody. So if you are still playing at home, feel free to take the resource deck, shuffle it up, continue to deal yourself resources and play them until you're finished. In the meantime, we will go through the scores here. I'll start on my screen up in the corner with Vlad. How'd you do today?
I didn't play today, Todd.
Vlad did better than everyone. The only way to win is to not play, right? All right, so Josh, how did you do today?
I just finished. I have to calculate.
Sure, come on. All right, we'll skip. We'll come back to you. Pete, how'd you do?
I've got 26. I had 3 banks. I made 4 ironweed, and then you ruined me.
Do what I can. Paula, how'd you do today?
I have 25 points. I ended up going all in on a cottage situation. I got to clear my board. I was building more millstones than I wanted. So they basically just saved me from having negative points, but they didn't do a whole lot for me there. So 25 points.
25. All right, Mark.
23.
23. All right. Ryan.
I had a good day. I tied Mark.
That's a great
Kyle.
day.
That's my benchmark.
I feel like I've cheated today for some reason. I scored 43 points.
Oh,
Wow.
Nice.
What were you going for there?
I had Grove University, so I ended up with double temple, double bank, 5 cottages, and a theater with all unique buildings on both sides.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Well done. All right, Rose, how'd you do?
Ended with 37.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
And Luke.
37.
Sorry, 29.
We were really missing that, Luke. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, and Josh, coming back around to you.
I got 40 points. And you know what? At that last call that you gave me that took me out was a wheat. It would have been 11 more points.
Oh boy.
I'm very upset.
I felt good about my 25 until now.
25 is a great
Me
score.
too.
25 is really good for today.
Yeah.
Yes, it is
Looks
tough.
like Kyle is our big winner today.
Congrats,
Right.
Kyle.
Kyle.
And to everyone at home playing along with us, thank you for joining us. Paula, do you have anything else you'd like to tell the folks about? Anything else you'd like to plug?
Yeah, if you are into watching board games online, and I'm guessing you are because you're here right now, on Wednesdays I stream board games on the Gen Con TV Twitch channel with Matthew Jude from This Game is Broken. He also does stuff on the Dice Tower at their board game breakfast. We play board games using online platforms like Tabletopia, Tabletop Simulator on Wednesdays. It's super fun. I think we're going to start doing that at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. So when this wraps up next Wednesday, swap on over to the Gen Con TV Twitch channel and watch us play some games there.
That sounds great. Hope everybody will do that. All right. Well, from everybody here at AEG, we hope y'all have a fantastic evening, and hope you'll join us tomorrow for Space Base at noon Pacific. Be sure and get out all your little cards, your dice, and be ready to build your base. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey.